Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing some more Not for Broadcast. Day 8, the Fallout. Okay. I've already forgotten how to play this game. LFD. There we go.
Set up and get on with it, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on.
Where's the power button?
Come on, mate, on your left, the plugs and stuff. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. And the trip switch, mate, otherwise nothing's gonna work. Right, let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't
Should we play this? Should we play? Is this toy safe? We're going to play this. We're going to play it. Who cares? Advanced Go-Getters. And Crazy Neil. What's that say? Oh, this could be interesting. Now what?
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have
A and B
on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here.
Okay.
It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
What?
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So, like with the adverts, choose carefully.
No,
And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time off, we'll be back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
One of those. My friend Janet says there's
Finally tonight.
Is this
at 10
Janet who
PM.
thinks
Okay,
dogs
here we
have
go.
their own secret language?
We've got like
the one that
10
makes
seconds
the moon.
before airtime.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best
Taking us
source
up
of
to the National
consumer
Weather
advice, then.
Report and
Don't
close
blame me
down
when it
at a
explodes.
4:15
Going in
midnight.
5,
But
4,
before all that,
3.
it's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National Night
Good
News.
evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always
We don't want to ruin
She was
everyone's
top of her
life,
class at
right?
university and graduated with the highest honours, immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehouse. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety.
No, we have an advert for that.
Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wall and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg have today set off to explore the
gonna
Dante's
use
tank.
this one.
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species.
Uh-oh. Is the game... Oh, the game crashed. Really?
A splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Ward.
See, I want to do number
Marine
4.
biologist
Hopefully it doesn't
David
crash
Falls
again.
Morgan
I
Hawkins
really want to see this
have
come up
today
on the
set off to
screen
explore
and see what
Dante's
happens to our
Tales.
ratings.
The recently discovered cave system
This is the
was
longest
previously thought
tease
unreachable.
ever for a
But thanks to a new
newscast.
breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. Many were surprised that the two scientists, who've shared a fractious rivalry for many years, decided to undertake this expedition in each other's company.
People
However,
like it.
the two have released a joint statement in which they opine geniuses don't have to like each other to achieve remarkable results. Playing the field,
That kind of actually works.
rumors abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush,
Look at
one of
this.
the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And
European
grievous bodily charm.
television is
With advance
so...
promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be?
Look at this
I'll
one.
be going live
Look
around
at these
the country.
choices
I'll talk
they're
with
giving
people who've
us.
seen the
I feel like you
criminal
would
justice
not
system
get these
from every
choices in
perspective.
real life, but this is
More and more powers passed
like,
to the
let's
police,
just say
and
BBC
less and
News or
less
something.
oversight. Are we using
Some
an
local
advanced
news
shaped
station
sledgehammer to crack a nut?
in Europe.
All that, and Megan Wolf with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
We've got interference coming in. So the game tries to keep you like occupied while other things are going on.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this
I-
will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking
I like
high-tech
this.
weapons
This is fun.
that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same
That was a
people.
cuss word?
Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic
Whoa.
paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your positions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research in the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Ellen?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got
Sometimes
us
I
sat
forget
here
that I'm just
talking
not
about
watching
their
this, I'm
puppet show.
controlling it.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan. What does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Oh, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
Yes, I was supposed to push that button.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much.
Great Christ, I'm absolutely fucking flying, I tell you. How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care, I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. Alright, mate, see you later, bye!
That guy just leaves us alone. Oh, we've lost all of our cameras now.
Incredible real-action eyes.
I hope your mommy and daddy don't die in a fire. That would be bad.
It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
I only like people that have me personally.
Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs, you're so silly. 10 seconds, everybody.
And 7.
Mr. Snugglehugs is
5,
selling out
4,
fast.
3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law in England. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my
I tried to
mother's.
save
Never
him.
is, is it?
Just hang on.
But then I start getting in trouble for not
The
switching
problem
cameras.
isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
We need legislation
This is so
to
awkward
relieve the pressure
and
on our
cringy.
public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt.
I
the
tried
news,
to
Mr.
censor
Donaldson.
her,
Can I
but
have a
I got in
moment
trouble
to
for that
tell
one
my
too.
husband I'm
Can
leaving?
I have a moment to
Yes,
tell my
I
husband I'm leaving?
totally understand. Yes. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there.
Okay, we'll just stay on him for a minute.
Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the
I'm not
streets
sure
of
if
your
you're supposed to
community
switch
at night,
off of these
looking in through
people.
windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
These people are crazy.
It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that...
Oh no.
Hang on a moment. Jeremy, you bloody gimp's escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who
What
are
is
responsible
happening?
for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling, I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You got back in your living space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent,
Oh no,
good,
this
white
is so bad.
Hold on just a
Where's the
moment.
padlock? Oh no.
Clive, I am not having this again. As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there. We're locking down the police's position on morality. Hopefully uninterrupted. It's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a SWAT. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank, Tony.
Jez?
Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank, Tony. Titwank, Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank, Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank, Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
What was that?
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Oh no. This is a disaster.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Come on now, fellas, I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, Las Bolitas!
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, are basically in a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
Cut him off.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music.
So mad.
If you edit time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public
Ooh, I got an E for that one.
If you don't know, you won't get
Yikes.
punished for it or nothing. Just try and
Terrible.
stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
With the Go-Getters, you can be sure that your children...
All right, so we need to go back to Jeremy, I guess, when we come back.
Nothing better than
10 seconds, everybody.
10 seconds, everybody. Where's Jeremy?
Camera 2.
I think that's the same.
5, 4,
Oh, camera 2.
3.
Welcome to Black. I'm Megan Wolf.
Whoops.
And on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Stritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest.
I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze
Oh
in the
my.
cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre.
Yeah, thanks,
It's one of
Steve.
the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle
I
believed
just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me.
I love her
wife,
reactions.
Angela and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
and to teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. Put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you.
Oh my.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way.
Why are they doing this on the air?
So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny, because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this old democracy thing. Let's have a go. And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist. Oh heavens no!
Gary the Fist.
Gary the Fist. Going somewhere, little first year.
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse
This
me.
is difficult. I don't know which
I'm late
one
for
to
maths.
put it on.
It's my favourite subject. I'm late for maths. It's so important. It's so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Just keep going, for fuck's sake.
Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Now.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist. Not today.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free coat. Brilliant, keep going. My arm's free coat. Who are you to stand up to me? I carry the fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
There's some really bad camera angles on this.
But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel lads. I'm a mother-loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong. Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah.
If you work as a team.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Well, we did the broadcast. We got a C on that one. It's not too bad. Oh, geez. That's, we were all over the place here. We started out really strong with a B. Outstanding censoring, interference-free. Editing was just terrible. So it didn't like our editing whatsoever. We went to the ads late once. Yeah, well, I forgot what button to push to do that. We did pretty good towards the end of this. We got up to like almost a 70% on our broadcast audience percentage. Not too bad. We lost a lot of people here. Censoring errors, some interference. Yikes. Final grade of C, though. Not too bad.
Mate, I see they've got the store back. That's great. I love fucking shopping. Oh, sorry. Bit of a big night. to be honest. Anyway, over here, that's how much money you've got. You'll get more money the better the broadcast you do.
What?
These tabs take you to the bits and pieces and sections of the store. You can fix stuff, you can upgrade stuff, or you can just buy really cool stuff to put around the studio. Right, mate, and the final thing you've got to know, if you want to buy something, you just click on it and go ka-ching, but there's no refunds. No refunds, so take care, make sensible decisions. Don't be like Dave.
Satellite of Love. Responds faster than your mum. Auto bleep. Whether... Okay. Soon I have to turn it... Okay, so we can buy this eventually, but we've only got 375 something. This requires 3,000 whatever monetary unit that they're using in this game. We can use pounds, right? Because it's like a euro thing. It's like a London, UK thing. So we'll just say it's pounds, even though they use euro there too. So we'll say pounds just for the heck of it. Not sure why they wanted you to buy all these posters and things. VHS repair. Fan repair. Speaker repair. Valve servicing. Having overheating problems? I hope not. We really don't have anything to buy anything with right now, except some posters or something. So, I think that's going to do it for this time. We'll try to play some more of this game. It's actually pretty fun. Just the difference in how these newscasts look compared to a United States newscast is quite interesting, to say the least. So, until next time, guys, take care. We'll see you then. Hey guys, I've always got more content for you to watch. Just check out my latest video over there on the left, or what YouTube thinks you should watch next. Don't forget, if you like the content, hit that subscribe button and hit like to let me know that you care. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.